We are all about the key of C in this video. Over my years of playing, I've been trying to figure out how to really help people master the fretboard, how to really make sure you know the key of C in and out, whether you're playing in church, whether you're playing different songs or playing with different musicians. How can you communicate in the key of C on bass? And so this video, we're going to be talking about the modes. I believe that the modes are a great source of scales and different type of tones that are in the major scale, that are out, that are in the minor, and that are going to really transform your playing. It's going to be important to know your modes as a bass player. It's going to help you with knowing how to move around all over. So we're going to go through all 7 modes, all in the key of C. Come on, let's go. So if you're not new here, you've seen my video before in the playlist with the key of C being broken down, major scale. That is also known as the Ionian Mode. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? So just for your reference, if you are new here, I do tune down a whole step. So this is where my C is, just for your reference. So, like I said, the Ionian scale is the major scale. Nothing changes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Nothing changes about that. Now, where it gets tricky is the next mode, Dorian. Dorian has a flat 3 and a natural 6. It's a minor mode, but it's very interesting that the 6 is natural. This is what it sounds like. You got that 1, flat 7, 6, 5, 4, flat 3, 2, 1. And so those notes are C, D, E flat, F, G. You got a natural 6, which is A. You got a flat 7, which is B flat. And you have back to your 1, C. Playing it backwards sounds like this. All right, and just for reference, I'm going to be showing you guys all the notes, and then when we get back to the top, I'm going to play it with the metronome just to make sure you guys are hearing it in time. It's so important that whatever you're practicing, make sure you play it to a metronome, a click, some sort of consistent time so that your notes are accurate and clean. All right, so that's Dorian. One more time. All right, so that's the second mode. Now onward to the third mode, which is Phrygian. The Phrygian mode is a little bit weirder. Not only does it have a flat 3 just like the Dorian, but it also has a flat 2. It has a flat 2, a flat 3, it has a flat 6, and a flat 7. So here are the notes for C Phrygian scale. C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and back to C. And backward at C, get your B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat. Now you have your flat 2, D flat, and finally C. Okay, so together sounds like this. Cool. All right, that's your third mode. Let's go on to the fourth. Now we're at the Lydian mode. The Lydian mode is all about the 4 being raised by a half step. So in C major, you have in the Ionian mode, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? Now, the only difference between the Ionian and the Lydian is that the 4th scale degree is raised. So now instead of that natural F, you have F sharp. So it's C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. Everything else stays the same. This is what it sounds like. C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. Backwards. C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, and C. Okay, really take your time with these and try to play them together. I think it's so important because with modes, they have these different intricate formulas. And so it is great. It is so important if you can take your time to really master those formulas to know, okay, this is what makes the Ionian different than the Lydian. This is what makes the Phrygian different than the Dorian, and etc. All right, that's the Lydian. Cool. Let's keep moving. All right, now onward to the fifth mode. The fifth mode is known as the Mixolydian mode. This mode sounds a bit kind of churchy or dominant. This is where a lot of dominant chords get their quality from. The tritone 3 and flat 7, like this. So like in the key of D, in the key of C. So that right there is a C7 because it has that 3 and that lowered 7th scale degree, flat 7. Okay, so a lot of churchy, a lot of traditional gospel have that type of tendency where that sort of like run to the flat 7. It brings a different type of tone and color to music. All right, so let's get into it. C, Mixolydian. Similar to Lydian, there's only one change in comparison to the Ionian or the major scale, and that in this case is the flat 7, like I just said earlier. C, D, E, F, G, A, flat 7, B flat, and then to the C. C, D, E, F, G, A. Now you got your B flat, C, and backwards. Okay, so that's the C Mixolydian. Okay, so that's the C Mixolydian. Very simple. Not that much of a difference between that and the Ionian. We got 2 more modes left. We're going to get into C Aeolian right now. C Aeolian is also known as just the natural minor. So the natural minor formula, you got 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and 1. So in the key of C, that's C, D natural, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and C. C, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat, D, C. And make sure when you guys are learning your modes, learning these formulas, that you can speak both languages of tonically what's going on with the actual notes and also with the number system. So you notice I said 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. That's just a shorthand way to speak the same terms. You want to know both. You want to know the number system and you want to know the note names. Why? Because let's just say you're on a gig, you're playing with some musicians you never played with before, and they either ask if you understand numbers or they start throwing you numbers. Depending on the key that you're in, you'll be able to move accordingly if you know that system. Likewise, there have been times where I know my number system, but I'm playing with some guys, with some people in church or what have you in the key of C or any key, and they'll throw me a chord note. And sometimes it would take me a quick second to re-register and remember, wait, 3 is E, right, in the key of C? And so you want to make sure you're quick on your feet and ready, no matter what the communication style is between other musicians and yourself. And once again, I'm just throwing y'all the notes and the technique, and then I'm going to go back and play them all with the metronome, just to show you how I would practice all this together. Now, the final mode in this video in the key of C is Locrian. Locrian has a little bit more to its formula. It's very similar to the Phrygian that we did, the third mode that had the 1, the flat 2, the flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and 1. The only difference is that it is adding now another lower scale degree, and that is the 5. So now in the Locrian mode, you have the 1, the flat 2, the flat 3, the 4, the flat 5, the flat 6, the flat 7, and back to your 1. So now you have C, you have D flat, you have E flat, you have F, okay? You have now G flat, that lowered 5, right? You have A flat, flat 6, your flat 7, which is B flat, and back to C. C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, got your D flat, back to C, okay? Okay, very weird sounding of a mode. So these are the 7 modes. I hope that you guys learn something. I hope you guys take this, learn the formulas, learn the notes, learn and understand what is minor, what's natural, what's major, and how they play off each other, and how certain notes are borrowed from different types of scales and different modes as well. So right now I'm going to show you guys how I would play all these in the key of C, from Ionian all the way down to Locrian. I'm going to hit my metronome. I'm going to play to about 110 BPM. I'm going to probably just play half notes. I'm going to play it from the top, going all the way down to the bottom. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready for Dorian. Phrygian next. Back. Flat 6, 5, good. Now Lydian. And Mixo coming up. Aeolian. Now Locrian finally. Good. So make sure you take your time, play at a decent BPM, whole notes if you have to, half notes, quarter notes, whatever. Make sure those notes are clean, making sure that you are internalizing what you're playing, knowing the note names, knowing the formulas are a great foundation to playing lines, playing walking bass lines, knowing how to place different licks and different embellishments, in a certain chord progression, depending on what songs you're playing. All these things are going to help you skyrocket your playing and your ability and your ear. It's so important knowing these modes in every key, because you're going to start being able to identify the type of chord qualities that your bass are following, your bass parts are following, depending on the songs and all that type of stuff. Each chord has a quality, and so you'll learn also how to move around, what to play, what not to play, and how not to get in the way of the music. So I hope you guys learned something. Check this out, replay this video, take your time, check out the rest of the playlist of videos, and get ready for this next video. We're doing the same thing in the key of F.